I really like how we're going old school. We're going old hammer. I guess there's nothing better than looking at the realms of chaos, slaves to darkness. And this, well, from all the stories, let's start with the beginning of the book. Inquisitor Thrax. Let's begin. Inquisitor Thrax cleared his throat and dictated the last section of his report. The mutants have been eradicated through the chapter. The tainted officers have been slain. The chapter master chose to take his own life rather than face his deserved fate. The creatures he summoned have vanished, or have returned to the warp. From past experiences, we know that the link, once broken, must needs be established from our side of the warp gates. That will not happen again in this place. My administration of justice has made sure of that. The unfortunate lives of the last months have been cleansed. Full casualty reports are attached. I can now confidently claim that under their new and morally pure corps of officers, the reformed Grey Slayers, chapters of the Legiones Astartes, will prove as loyal in the future as they did in the past. Hail the Emperor. Thrax, Inquisitor Ordinary. This day of etc. etc. Make a good copy and then return so that I may seal the dispatch. Yes, Lord Inquisitor. Thrax sat down at the former chapter master's desk. He had a mind to keep it for his own. The workmanship had a certain naive charm. The inlay work was particularly fine for a backward world. Such intricate patterns, such a pleasing arrangements of woods and tech plastics. One could almost believe that it all meant something. His finger idly traced across the surface, following the line of a swirl and a loop. In warp space, sometimes something strings. Its name had almost been used. Soon the word would be used, and the way opened. The summoning was happening. It could feel the drawing together of power and intent. Thrax was thinking hard, and now his finger barely moved. The chapter master had been weak, a fool, but the power he had tapped, properly used in the service of the Emperor, could it not make him the best, the greatest of all Inquisitors? His finger moved across the desktop again, following the inlay. Soon, Thrax reached the end of the tech plastic line. He half turned towards something in the corner of his eye, and then he knew. Now! There was a knock on the door. The scribe had returned. Inquisitor Thrax, I have the copy of your report, Lord. His voice filled with doubt. Inquisitor Thrax? My lord? In a rush of mandibles and heaving flesh, Inquisitor Thrax feasted. The image that you might be seeing now on screen is amazing, and I really like this old Warhammer thing. The details are such intricate. The story, while simple and short, really tells us quite a lot. And be sure that we will be coming back to this book. This will not end here. But for now, we now have a certain glimpse into what happens once you tap into powers poorly developed and with promises of greater things. The greatest of all Inquisitors. Well, Inquisitor Thrax, it was nice knowing you, I could say that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.